dugsiga boardingka iyo maalinlaha ah ee Amano boarding and day school.
I'm grade 7. I hope you all of you are taking good care of yourself. And this is English, presented by teacher Walter. But also, first thing first, we have also to check what we are supposed to learn today. We are going to look at language pattern, and there specifically we look at both and both of. And this work is found in unit 22. Before that, at least also we also need to educate ourselves about what is happening around. Of course, you can see whatever that I'm holding here, just a mask. But there are some things that we need also to learn so that we take good care of ourselves during this pandemic season. So we look at that coronavirus, whatever that is going on. But since English involves alphabet, that's why I want to use the alphabet to teach you something small about coronavirus, and then we go to our today's lesson. Let's just go through this very fast. Let's just go through whatever that is here, all of us together. I have alphabet all the way from A to Z. So let's educate ourselves about coronavirus so that we don't become victim. And even if we become victims, of course, we should know also what we should do. So A should stand for avoid COVID. B, be aware of fake news. C, clean your hands. D, don't go out. E, empty the streets. F, feed the poor. G, gathering is bad. H, hands sanitizing. I, inside the homes. J, join fight against corona. K, kind to needy, feed them. L, learn a new skill. You are at home, learn something new. M, mediate daily. N, no handshaking. O, offer help to others. P, practice your fashion. Q, quarantine yourself. R, regular exercises at home. S, social distancing. T, traveling is dangerous. U, use. V, visit doctor online. W, win yourself. X, extra care for elders. Y, your awareness is a prevention. Then Z, zero result for corona. Just something small about coronavirus. So let's go straight to our lesson. Let's go straight to our lesson today. Good. Like I said, we are going to look at both of and both. We are going to look at both of and both. Look here. Look at those kids. No, they are. There is something there. I don't want to tell you, but of course, you can fill in the bracket there. What are they doing? My friend and I played football. My friend and I played football. Both my friend and I played football. Or both of us played football. So that's just an introduction. So what are we saying? We are going to look at both and both of. But first, let's look at both. Both is used in different ways. Both is used in different ways. And we are going to look at some of the ways in which both can be used. Both is used to refer to things. For example, both books. Both books, maybe there are two. Both books belong to my friend. Both books belong to my friend. You don't say both of books belongs to my friend. No, both books belongs to my friend. That's why we say they are showing what? Two things. Both with noun. We are looking at how both is used in different. We know the different ways that we can be able to use both. So both is used with a noun. It's also used with a noun. We use both before a determiner. A, an, the, her, his, my, plus a noun. For example, she, let me move a little bit. She knew. She knew. This word is new. She knew both my brothers. She knew both my brothers. Remember, I've used a determiner there, my. She knew both my brothers. Brothers now takes now the noun. So both her brothers both her brothers are living in America. Her, we are using the determiner there. Both her brothers are living in America. Both is also used with a pronoun. So we use pronoun plus both. Of course, when I'm talking about some of these things, no pronoun, they are part of speech. Pronoun. So it is replacing a noun, pronoun, replacing a noun. Where there's a noun, we put a pronoun. So we can use pronoun plus both. And an example here, we is representing a group of people. So we is representing a group of people. We both prefer coffee to tea. We both prefer coffee to tea. We is a pronoun plus both. We have another one. Let us write them both now. Let us, maybe there are two. Let us write them. Let us write them both now. Remember them, we, my, her, all of them. We and them. We and them. They are all referring to pronoun. We and them. They are all referring to pronoun plus both. Both is also used when talking about the people or things with common concern. It is also used on names of people or things. An example here. Both my aunt and my uncle walked through the forest. Both my aunt and my uncle walked through the forest. Both Muhammad and who? And Ibrahim attended the meeting. Both the chairperson and the secretary received the guests. What about both of? Also, both of is also used in different ways here. We can use both of plus object pronoun. For example, both of us. Both of us. Both plus what? Pronoun. Remember what I said about pronoun? Stands in the place of a noun. Both of us, like swimming. She looked at both of us. Both of us are experienced players. Both of you were frightened by the buffalo. Both of you were frightened by the buffalo. Both of them can start the game. Both of them can start the game. Now, we can also use both of. We can use preposition, then both of, then object pronoun. For example, he shouted at, preposition, at. Shouted at. Both of them. Them is what? Is, you can see there, object pronoun. He shouted at, preposition, both of them. Them, there. Now this one is, you can say this instead of preferred to. He shouted at both. He shouted at both. Now this one here, you have to say this instead of this. That's why I said preferred to. He shouted at both of them. But you cannot say he shouted at them both. No. He shouted at them both. No. But I know most of you normally say like that. He shouted at them both. No. You have to say he shouted at both of them. Let's move to the next. That will be so good for both of you. Now we say that preferred to this. We don't say this. That will be so good for you both. No. That will be so good for you both. No. We have to say that will be so good for both of you. Next. We don't use both with negative verbs. We don't use we don't use both with negative verb. Instead, we use what? The word is there? Neither. Look at this here. Both of them are not coming. No, we're not supposed to say like that. You're not supposed to say like this. Both of them are not coming. No, don't say that. Instead of using both of, use neither of them is coming. Neither of them is coming. Of course, now we are just trying to correct some of the mistakes that you normally make when you're talking. So instead of now using both of, as much as we're learning about both of, don't use it with negative. You have to use, if it's negative, then use neither of them is coming. Now, we have an exercise here. Use both or both of to complete the following sentences. We have number 1 there. Dash has watched the thrilling play at the theater. Number 2, Paul and Musa went to the library recently. Number 3, children passed the exam. And number 4, you should be promoted to the next class. So let's look at some of the answers. Like number 1 there. Number 1, both of us watched the thrilling play at the theater. You cannot say both us. No, no, no. Both of us. Remember what you learned there? Both of us. Number 2, both Paul and Musa went to the library recently. We cannot say both of Musa. No, 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 no. Both Musa and Paul. Both Paul and Musa went to the library recently. Number 3, both children. Remember, children is the plural of the word child. Children. So here there are many. We are talking about maybe 2 or 3. So we are talking about 2. Both children passed the exam. Number 4, both of you. Remember, you can be in plural and be in what? In other singular. Both of you, but here we are talking about now maybe 2. Both of you should be promoted to the next class. Now, I want you to copy this assignment so that you do it in your books. Number 5, 6, 7. Dash, the pilot and the flight attendant were at the airport. Number 6. Dash, Magut and I scored the goal for our team. Number 7. Dash, Oyula and Yasmin will go to see the injured buffalo. So look at them and see what you can be able to write. Now, in summary, this is not what you're saying now. What you're saying is this. Both is used when talking about people or things with common concern. Both of is used with pronoun. Then examples of pronouns are them, us, and you. Those are some of what we've talked about. So both is used when talking about the people or things with a common concern. Both of is used with pronoun. And then examples of pronouns are the one that you can see there. Thank you for listening to me. Have a good day.